Welcome back, everyone.
Johnny, relax.
This is how I'm feeling tonight. Can you read that? My morning mug says rise and shine, but should I have to have a cup of coffee at night? This is what she says. Well, for those of you who are new here, my name is Keisha. I am 33 years old. I am a girl mom of 5 beautiful bouncing baby girls, the newest being Coco. She was just born on December 5th, 2020, my little pandemic baby, my little rainbow baby. So I am 4 weeks postpartum today, and yeah, let's get into it. I have pregnancy brain, so I have to write everything down. You see me looking at something, it's going to be this. So, starting with Coco, let me give you a little bit of her back information. This won't be a newborn update, but for those of you who are new here, I just want to make sure that you're up to date with my little one. She's a baby girl born 12/5/2020 at noon via C-section. She weighed 7 pounds 15 ounces, and she was 20 inches long. At birth, I was 206 pounds. I am now down to 170. So I've lost, what is that, 36? Oh my God, what is 206 minus 170? Anyways, that's what I lost, 30 something pounds so far. I am breastfeeding. I'm very tired. I have a lack of sleep. Like I said, she was born via C-section. This was my third C-section. I've had 2 vaginal births, 3 C-sections. My prior 2 C-sections, I healed very fast. I was up on my feet, moving, grooving. It was painful, but it was just very quick. This time around, not so much. Coco was Coombs positive, so her sugar levels were low, as well as her bilirubin levels were really high, which can cause brain damage. So as soon as they decided they needed to take her to the NICU, I had them remove my catheter, and I was out of my bed about 6 hours before the doctors wanted me to be. But I don't know about any of you who have ever experienced this, but when your baby has to go to the NICU, it's like, okay, unhook me. What I gotta do, what I gotta roll with. Do I need to bring this IV with me? I'm going up with her. That's just me. I've been like that. I had one other baby who went to the NICU for the same reason, and I was up and out. So being a little bit older though, because I was in my 20s with my first baby who was in the NICU. I'm 33 now. This is my 5th pregnancy. So things move a little bit slower as far as the healing process as it is. So yeah, it really took a toll on my body. When I first got home, the first night of being home, after 5 days of being at the hospital, I had a full-on complete anxiety attack. And this was very, very, very physical attack. I don't know if a lot of you guys have experience with anxiety attacks, but this will be my second one that I've ever had in life. My first one was back in 2018, and that one was more of a mental thing. The best way that I describe it is like literally wanting to jump out of your skin and just full on panic, heart palpitations, just heart just racing. Like I thought it would burst out of my chest, and I just wanted to jump out of my own skin and run. That's how I felt my first panic attack. This one was completely physical. Yeah, just a lot of screaming, a lot of vomiting. yeah, it just wasn't good. So I'm sure that that did not help in the healing process of my C-section scar. I thought that I had an infection. In fact, went to the doctor. It turns out that I did not have an infection. The reasons why I thought I had an infection is because there were two areas of my scar where it looked like the tissue was bulging from the from the inside to the outside. Very small, but it was just very scary for me. And it turned out that the skin had just inverted. That may have been from the intense vomiting or screaming that I did on my first night home. Who knows? I'm just counting my blessings that I didn't, like, that my stitches didn't burst or my staples didn't, burst. I don't know how that did not happen when I think back on it right now, but that's what that was. My steri strips, I've had to have them, they put them on, and then usually they fall off within a week or two, and then you're good to go after they remove the staples. Well, when I went back in, I did have to have more steri strips put in on those two areas. Actually, just one of the areas, because the second area like completely healed itself. So that is still healing. I did take pictures of my scars. I don't know if I deleted them out of my phone. I do a complete cleanse at the end of every year. So I'll see if they're still in my phone. If they are, then I will go ahead and share those with you. It is very intimate to me, and I did not plan on sharing that, but for the sake of wanting to be a resource for people, I will go ahead and share those photos if I have kept them, or videos, because I took videos as well. The other thing that made me feel like, the other things that made me feel like I possibly had an infection was, for a few hours, I did have a fever, but that quickly went away, so it didn't alarm me too much. Like I said, this is my 5th baby, so I had some extra skin down there. Like with my first few C-sections, it was flat and you could see the scarring. Now I had that little flap of skin, which you'll see in the photos that I share, that kind of hid the C-section scar. And that caused moisture to get caught in my steri strips whenever I would take a shower and wash my incision, because you do that with the steri strips on. But it caused it to seal in moisture, and it caused a terrible, terrible smell that I've never experienced before. So I thought for sure I had an infection. I had some abdominal pain. I'm hitting 4 weeks, and I just stopped bleeding maybe 2 or 3 days ago, which is really weird. I usually stop bleeding around week 3, so this is like an extra week. It was just a plethora of things that made me feel like, okay, you probably have an infection, but turns out I didn't. So all is well. Just a very, very slow healing process. I'm still not, I mean, you're not fully healed anyway, I mean, for months and months, but there's a certain process within the first 6 weeks, a certain amount of healing that you do, enough to where you can get up and out and go back to work and things like that, and I'm just not there yet, unfortunately this time, but I still have no complaints. It is what it is. This situation has given me a beautiful rainbow baby, and I'm just so grateful for her. Yeah, so that's what it is as far as my C-section. Outside of that, physically, I feel really good. I am mentally not as well. In just the last 3 days, I have suffered from postpartum depression with every pregnancy. So this pregnancy, I was really hoping to be very aware and mindful of it. I've journaled in an attempt to get my thoughts and feelings out there so that they don't manifest inside. And I was doing really, really well. And then about 2 or 3 days ago, I just had this flood of negative thoughts. Just very down on myself, very down on my surroundings. At one point, I even had a thought in my head very, very quickly, very briefly, that everything would just be better if I just wasn't here. And didn't make any attempts at my life or have any thoughts about, my baby or my kids, or, harming anyone or even harming myself, if that makes sense. I never thought about harming myself. It was just this quick thought, like, and I really, I think it's from lack of sleep. The sleep this go round with my baby girl, her schedule is flipped. So she's up at night, sleep during the day like most newborns. But she's really not sleeping from about 1 a.m. to 8 a.m. And it's really starting to take a toll on me, and I am ready to ask for help. She does drink a bottle. She does not have any nipple confusion. She's strictly breastfed, but because she was in a NICU, she is accustomed to drinking from a bottle as well. So I am ready to tell her daddy that he has her for the night and really just get a full night's sleep, because I haven't had that. And she's 4 weeks, so probably about 5 or 6 weeks I have not had a full night's sleep. So that's where I am with that. I am going to discuss this with my doctor and see where we will go. I'm hoping not to have to be on medication if I can avoid it, but I'm okay with being on medication if that's what I need. Whatever it is, I just need to make sure that I'm 100% for my babies. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So whatever I need to do to make sure I'm okay to continue taking care of them and being a good partner with my husband. So yeah, that is my update for now. Yeah, I do want to show you guys my stash, my breast milk stash. Mama brain again. Don't know if I mentioned it, but I think I did. I lost 30 something pounds, but I don't think I went into as far as like what I'm eating and things. I'm not eating right at all. And when I say not eating right, I'm not eating enough. I'm eating probably one good full meal per day, and then I'll probably snack on some unhealthy stuff throughout the day. And that's not good as far as breastfeeding. I really have to make some changes in regard to that to make sure baby girl is getting all of the nutrients that she needs. And yeah, with my diet right now, she's not, especially for what I'm pumping and how much she's latching on, cluster feeding. It's actually kind of ridiculous, the lack of food that I'm eating. So yeah, I have to get on top of that. Like I said, again, this comes with just being tired, wanting to really make sure I'm being a part of my other 4 girls, their day-to-day life. It's really, this is the hard part when it comes to having older children, a big family, and bringing in a new little one, because she needs so much of me and of my time. But that mom guilt comes in, and my husband, he's awesome. He's completely taken on, really since I've been pregnant, taken on the other 4 girls completely. And I just jump in every now and then. So you have that mom guilt of wanting to just be a part of everybody's day-to-day and make sure no one is lacking, and that leads to, when you have a newborn that's taking up so much of that time, every little bit of time I get, I'm trying to give to them. So that leaves little time for me to eat and sleep and things like that. And I have to change my mind frame and change my schedule and talk to my husband and, really just make a plan to make sure that I'm okay, so that I, can pour into them. That's not good. I keep going back to pouring into them, but this is the thing with postpartum and mamas. We really just think about everybody else. I mean, literally, I woke up out of my sleep probably about 3 or 4 days ago. Now that I'm thinking about it, it kind of goes hand in hand with when I started having all those negative thoughts. But I woke up out of my sleep and went straight into tears, like just full-blown crying, because it was like 1 p.m. and I was like, I've missed the whole day. Like, the girls have had a full day. This is in my mind and what I'm telling my husband, like, the girls have had a full day, my other girls, without me. Like, that's not fair to them. Oh my God. And my husband was just like, chill, it's okay, they've been fine. I'm about to go take them for lunch right now. Like, they're happy, they're playing, they're good. And I just felt like crap. And then, you know, it just comes with the territory. But just, you know, giving yourself grace. And I have a really good tribe behind me to talk me through those moments. And like I said, being aware that you're having these feelings, and being okay with reaching out when you need to work through all of that, it just makes a world of difference. So that's where I am so far, guys, with my postpartum. If you have any advice for me, any questions, any comments, no judging, judge zone, judge free zone. Is that how you say that? So tired. No judging, no negative comments, y'all. Be nice, okay? If not, I'll just delete you and block you. Makes me know, never mind. But if you have any positive energy to give, please do so in the comments below. If you are new here, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please make sure you subscribe, become a part of the tribe, hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time I make a new update. My next few videos will be on breastfeeding, baby's first bath, and my newborn update. Gotta update you guys on her as well. So if you're already a subscriber here, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you. I am close to reaching 300 subscribers, so I'm excited about that. And let's get into these body videos and photos. I showed y'all my bumps, right, throughout my pregnancy. Here's the other side of that. Talk to y'all next time.